Today we are making a wood-fired steak sandwich with an amazing truffle mayonnaise. We've got some watercress in there and some roasted onions with miso. It's going to be delicious. I'm going in again. What's not to love? We're going to make a mayonnaise and we're going to make that a truffle mayonnaise. Now, love truffle. Real truffle's expensive. Truffle oil is not nice. It's synthetic. It's not even got any truffle in it. So the answer to that particular conundrum is to use something like this, which is a mustard, which has got real black truffle in. Does a really good job at a fraction of the cost of buying actual truffle. And even things like truffle salt does a similar type of idea. So, a couple of egg yolks in there, splash of sherry vinegar, good spoon of our truffle mustard, a pinch of salt, and we'll just start breaking that up. And then we're going to start streaming in the oil. So neutral flavoured oil is what you need. I'm using veg oil. You could use sunflower oil. Definitely not olive oil. This is just going to be too strong. We were just having this conversation a second ago. It's a waste of oil and it tastes horrible. So just keep whisking, streaming it in, and start to emulsify quite quickly. And it'll form your mayonnaise. You can make mayonnaise in a blender. It's just I prefer to do it by hand because you can see what's going on all the time. Just going to taste this for seasoning. Tiny bit more salt. That's good to go. Truffled mayonnaise. So this pan's really hot for being in the dome. So just a bit of oil in there. Get those shallots face down. Whoa! Lovely and hot. So we can build up that char and go straight back in to the dome. See those shallots nice and charred, softened up really well, and drop in a knob of butter. Use that residual heat from the pan. Just going to glaze those up. We're going to use a bit of Henderson's relish, Worcestershire sauce. Probably shouldn't describe them two together. I would imagine that it's one or the other. It's Henderson's relish. Whoa, it's come right up my nose, that. Henderson's relish for me because I lived in Yorkshire, so I'm obliged to use it. It's also vegan, this one. Worcestershire sauce is not. Not that that's much use when you're having a steak sandwich. However, final thing is just a little bit of white miso paste. Just a teaspoon. A nice sort of savoury note to them. Those onions, which are quite sweet. Just going to lovely charred, sweet, savoury, delicious shallots. Set them to one side while we cook some steak. That is a very hot pan. So this pan is raging hot. It's been warming up in the dome, so I'm just going to rub this wonderful piece of beef sirloin, fat side down. Season that up. So we want to start rendering the fat out and press it down just to start that process. You see that fat starting to render. And then we're going to flip it over, get it back in the dome. So we've got a nice crust on that on both sides. That oven's really, really hot. So we're going to take it out of the oven. I'm going to drop in some lovely butter, some garlic, some thyme and some rosemary. I'm just going to use that residual heat to baste that steak. It's had a nice baste, and then we're going to pull it from the pan. We're going to rest it on a rack. The reason for that is so the air can circulate and you get a much more even finish on the steak. We'll let that rest. So for the bread, we've got some ciabatta that I didn't bake. I bought it because, you know, sometimes I haven't got time to make bread. So what we're going to do is use that pan that we basted the steak in. So you got wonderful buttery steaky goodness in there. So we're going to toast the ciabatta in that, because why not? So we've got this amazingly meaty, buttery, garlicky toasted ciabatta. We're going to add our truffle mayo, which is going to go into those holes. This is an added bonus of delicious. That steak's nice and rested now, so we're going to slice that up. I'll just hit that with a little bit of sea salt. We'll build up the sandwich. So get all that steak on there. We're not messing about. Proper butty this. So we've got our onions from earlier. Shallots. On there, nice sticky, savoury, sweet. Then threatening of salad. It's a technical term, threatening. Just in case it wasn't quite delicious enough. All those resting juices, so we don't want those to go to waste. Pop a lid on. There we go. Should probably cut her open. There we go. Look at that. Wood-fired steak sandwich. Truffle mayonnaise. Shallots roasted with miso. And a threatening of salad. Even for me, this is a mouthful. I mean, that is a wonderful thing. Excuse me. A wonderful thing. Amazing meat, the truffle and the mayo, char and the onions, toasty bread. What's not to love? I'm going in again.
Lovely.